Hey guys, welcome back to another video, um, and welcome back to Heartcraft, which is still a name for now, and I still kind of want to change it, but I'm not really sure what to change it to yet. But yeah, welcome back to another video. Today I'm kind of just gonna be working on this house, and yeah, this is kind of continuation from my past videos, like before I started talking. But obviously, now I'm speaking. But yeah, I kind of just want to be real with y'all, like in this video, because I'm kind of just going through like a lot of stress right now. Like, I was supposed to record a Hello Neighbor video today, but I just started getting like so stressed out, and I just felt so pressured. It was, yeah, it's not fun. Like, I had to like fight like inner demons just to press record for this video alone. And yeah, it's like I feel like most of the pressure and the stress just comes from like not knowing what to say, and also just not knowing where this channel could lead. Like, I don't know. I can't even, I don't even know if I want to keep doing it. Like, I know I want to keep doing it, but it does take a lot out of me because I just have so much anxiety, especially now. And I mostly just wanted this channel to be something that I could keep myself busy with, and it was one of my passions for a bit. Like, all my other passions are either like gone, or I just can't do them as of right now. And I just found that YouTube is probably the easiest and probably the only thing, or like my only passion that I can really do right now. Like, I want to do this full time, but I see. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm sorry. This video might be longer than I thought. Maybe shorter. I don't know. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, I want to be able to make something out of this, but I know that I don't really have, I don't have like, the viewership, and I don't have the subscribers to do that. And I'm not even trying to beg for views or subscribers. I'm literally just trying to explain to y'all that, like, that, this is just, something that I have to get off my chest. And, yeah, I do want to eventually, like, start streaming, too. I just think that seems fun, and also I can, make something out of it. Like, I want to be able to be myself, and that's kind of how I thought I could treat YouTube as. And I try really hard to do that. Like, I try not to care what people think, and sometimes I can do that, but I feel like most of the time I just fold. Like, not even like I don't even know if I want to post this video anymore, because I'm just so insecure right now. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to use this as like a way to just talk about what I'm feeling right now. I just want to get some sort of video out there. Like I said, I was supposed to do a Hello Neighbor video today, but I just can't do it as of right now. I just don't feel like I should. And, yeah. I want the other videos to be more entertaining, but it's just getting really difficult right now. Because that was like one of the main things I was insecure about, was if I was going to be entertaining or not, and I just don't feel like I really am. Yeah, it's just trying to be able to create something that, you know, somebody can do better than you. There's definitely not going to be any advice for this video, because I don't even have any advice for myself. Like, the only thing I can say is just be yourself. And I know how hard that is. It's extremely difficult. Yeah, I don't know. It does bother me a lot. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna post this video. Maybe if I have like, maybe if I feel like it tomorrow, I will. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel like I can do it anymore. I want to be able to do it, but it's getting like really bad. I don't know. I can't even speak clearly right now. I promise the other videos will try to be better. I may make these kind of videos a little bit, like every once in a while, just to let some stuff off my chest. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly just being insecure, and like, this is kind of weird to admit, but like, when, I don't know if this is just me, but it's like whenever I eat like some certain food, and I eat like some like certain amount of it, then my body just like just has like so much acid reflux, and it's like loud. You can hear it. Like, I don't know if you could hear it through the video, but it's loud. I mean, while I was like in OBS debating if I should record, I could see the little mic meter going up as those sounds, as those sounds came. And honestly, it's just kind of embarrassing too, because I do really want like to have a relationship with somebody, but these like little insecurities just demotivate me, and it's like I don't know what to do about it. Like, it's just something that I can't control, and yeah, it just doesn't feel like it just doesn't feel like I have a chance in this world sometimes. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say today. I promise I'll get that Hello Neighbor video out soon, and more backrooms. Yeah. Oh, and another thing is that it's like, I don't want to care about views. I mostly just want to care about having fun on the platform. But even that, like, sometimes I'll just contradict myself, and I do that so easily, and it sucks so much. And like, when I say I'm trying to think of an example. Like, when I say that, like, I am just doing YouTube for fun, it's almost like I just don't mean it. Because, like, obviously I want to have fun with YouTube, and, I do. But when I see, like, none of my videos gaining traction, it does demotivate me a little bit. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to be, like, something that makes me quit. Because the whole purpose of this channel was to just upload videos and have, like, a safe space to like, express myself without people judging me, like in school. And yeah, just that just demotivates me a little bit. But I try not to let it get to me. Like, I will keep saying that I don't care about the views, and even if I only have one view on a video, I don't want that to mess up my like, my determination for this channel. Like, I want to be able to keep going without having to look at the views. Just upload a video every week, or maybe like twice or 3 times a week. I don't know. It's just something that I want to do. And it's a lot of pressure. I'm not, like I said in my first Backrooms video, I'm not really that entertaining. And I try to be funny, but I mean, I've literally been told many times by even, like, some of my friends that I'm not really, like, a funny person. And honestly, I could tell that I'm not, because when I'm hanging out with them, it's like it's like they would rather do something else than allow me to like, be myself, I guess, something like that. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, one time I was at their house for a sleepover, and, like, for the first few hours, I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were just talking, having these deep conversations about life. And it was like 3 of us, and of course I went last. I usually go last when it comes to that kind of stuff. But so my first friend, we're gonna just call him C. No. We're just gonna call him B for right now, because his last name starts with a B. But, like, he went first, and he just told us about, like, how rough he had it growing up. And honestly, I respected him for hustling through, because it's not easy to do that. It takes a lot out of somebody, and for them to be happy, for them to still be happy after all that, and still sometimes going through that, it's honestly kind of surprising. But yeah, and then my other friend went, and I don't really have a name for him, so I'm just gonna call him the other friend for right now. He went next, and it was still, like, really, everybody was paying attention. We weren't doing anything else. We were just sitting, listening to each other. And he shares a story about, like, suicide, and he actually broke down in tears. And of course, me and B go to comfort him, give him a hug while he's crying, being good friends. And then it was supposed to be my turn. And, well, we took a break. We went to the bathroom. all that. And then when everybody came back, I was about to go, but then my other friend says, "Hey, we should, do something while we do this." And in my mind, I'm thinking like, uh, why do we have to do something else when we were perfectly fine just sharing without, some sort of entertainment? Like, I don't want to take that personally, but I just felt like, um, it was my turn, and of course that was the time when they started getting bored. And I, um, I was supposed to go. We were just playing like Mario Kart or something, and while I was trying to speak, they just kept interrupting me, just screaming at the game. And I'm the type of person that just laughs stuff off. Like, I don't really. I would say like I'm a nice guy, which it can be good, but it's also not really. Uh, it's not really fun when you know you, when you just feel like you have to you know be on their side all the time. But that's kind of what it feels like to be a nice guy. And also one of the reasons why um, I feel it's hard for me to get into a relationship right now, but that's probably going to be another video. But so they, um, yeah, we're playing Mario Kart. They're screaming at TV. I'm being interrupted, and it's to the point where it's like I don't know if I really want to share anymore. But they just keep screaming at me, telling me to keep going, and I just feel like they're not really taking it that seriously. I try to explain my story, and now I stopped playing. I've been trying to explain this story for like 2 hours now, and they keep telling me that like, yeah, you have the longest story, and you have, and you should be talking faster. And I just it kind of made me a little bit mad because it's like you guys were interrupting me while I was trying to give you a story, and y'all aren't even paying attention. Like, it doesn't even feel like you guys care anymore. No, I cared for your stories, and you cared for each other's stories, but you guys just don't care about mine. And honestly, I've had problems with them before. I mean, now we're all good, but like before, like at the start of summer and like throughout uh, the second semester, I kind of dreaded going over to my other friend's place because I just felt so stressed out every single time. Like, there was this one night, actually, yeah, one night we went to go see the Mario Galaxy movie, and after that movie, um, we were going to go to my other friend's house as we usually do, and I recommended like, hey, we should play Mario Party. We just saw Mario Galaxy. Let's play Mario Party. And they agreed. And B went to go get his Mario Party. Like, I had to drive him to his house because in my friend group, I'm really the only one who drives. The rest of them, well, B can't drive just because of personal reasons, and my other friend can't drive because he's not old enough. But like, okay, so we get back to my other friend's house, and we set up Mario Party, and we're all doing pretty good. And I was in the lead for a bit. And one thing that I noticed about my other friend is that he can be really like out of control when he's been up like for way too long. And also, he also did buy a bunch of like C4s, like the energy drinks, not like the bombs, of course. But like he just bought a bunch of energy drinks because apparently he's like an addict or something. And yeah, it did not help the situation at all because well, I mean, one time when I said I wanted the ketchup on my hot dog, this dude literally takes a crowbar and just starts beating. He just starts beating up a random piece of cardboard, and he kept saying like, "Yeah, this cardboard is basically you." I'm like, "Oh, okay, nice." And it's just he gets really. I feel like he can't really control himself at that point, and it's mostly when he's surrounded by friends. I feel like that peer pressure type of stuff, and he just I know it's in mostly when I'm with B in him, but this night in particular, I was winning. I was doing really good, but then my other friend decides that it would be quote unquote funny if he just started beating me with a fly swatter. Now, at first it was funny, it was just a joke. But then he just started doing it like for the rest of the game every time something good would happen to me in the game. And it really just hurt me. Like not just physically, but like also mentally. Because this is a person that I've known since 7th grade. Like probably one of my first friends when I moved to this town. And for him to just like do that, it really just took a toll on me, and I didn't know if I wanted to go back, but I brushed it off as like a one-time thing. So the next time we went to my other friend's house, me and B, of course, we we decided to play Mario Party again because apparently they like playing Mario Party, but and then I think I think that night was sort of chill. I don't remember because I remember we played Mario Party like 3 times. I just only remember like 2 instances where I just felt, you know, betrayed. But I'm gonna say like the last time we went there to play Mario Party, I genuinely almost left. Not like the reason why I almost left wasn't because I was like, you know, being a bum. It was because this time they decided to use an electric fly swatter. And it was only my other friend doing it, but B was also encouraging him to do it. So I had like 2 guys against me. My other friend wasn't doing it to B, and it's like, why am I being the punching bag right now? I mean, it could just be because they think that I can take it because I usually laugh everything off, which is why it's not a good thing to be the nice guy because everybody's just gonna keep pushing everything on you, thinking that you can handle it. But they started using electric fly swatter, and I've seen videos of those electric collars and stuff like that in videos, and it's funny, so I can kind of see where they get the humor from. But it's not really all that funny when, when it's used for abuse, I guess. Like, I I don't want to call it abuse, but that's kind of how it felt like. I felt like they were just abusing me at that point. Like, I don't know what it's like to have an abusive parent, and I never want to know, but I can almost confidently say that I felt like I was being abused, you know, as a child. And I just it it wasn't obviously I wasn't going to cry because of the pain. I wasn't going to leave because of the pain. It was just the fact that they wouldn't stop. I was just every time something good would happen to me for once. Like they could something good could happen to them all the time. Nothing would happen. But every time I would do something, every time I got lucky in the game, they just I got shocked for it. And the thing was, it was like you couldn't tell what how bad the shock was going to be because it's unpredictable. So I got shocked like pretty bad too. And I mean, I hope I'm not sounding like, I'm the one that's in the wrong. But seriously, it just being hit by that after telling them to stop. It was, I was just trying to tell them to stop. I was still laughing it off, which was honestly my fault for doing that. Like, I'll admit to that. But I feel like they're also in the wrong because they were just ignoring, my pleas. You know, like, I didn't want to be shocked anymore just because I was doing something good. You know, I'm just trying to play the game like they are. But apparently, I wasn't allowed to do that. And yeah, that night I drove home. I dropped B off at his house, and and apparently that wasn't the end of it either, because during summer break, they wanted to go out, and of course, I'm the driver, so I'm like driving them around, and I felt a little bit better. I felt a little better, but as like we were just driving to a bunch of different stores, and they were just looking for stuff, and I didn't know what they were looking for. They wouldn't tell me. I just assumed that was something stupid, as usual. But they also had like these poppers, like the little white poppers that you throw on the ground, like those ones. Yeah, they had those, and they were just throwing them out my car. And you know what? I didn't really care because I feel like that's normal teenage things to do, just being stupid like that. And I'm not trying to condone that. Like, please don't do that. That's really stupid and irresponsible. But I wasn't too concerned about it at the time. But when we got to Menards, we were just looking around for stuff. I don't remember what we were looking around for. My other friend goes to the certain section, and he picks up an electric fly swatter. And at this point, I realize what he's trying to do. He tells me he wants to, he wants to put batteries in it and shock me again. And this is when I tell him, like, no, I just don't want you to do that. Well, actually, no. He asked me if like I was okay with it. And I'm glad that he asked me that, because I would have never had the courage to actually like tell him that no, I don't, don't do that anymore. I just, if he never asked me, I probably would have still been getting shocked right now. But yeah, eventually he started feeling bad, and yeah, it was. It was like at the point where every time they would actually like raise their hand, I would actually flinch. Like, that's how bad it was. And I know I can't really paint the picture for you that clearly, but I'll just say it was not fun at all. I had no trust in them at all. And also, before we went to Menards, I forgot to mention, we were in Walmart, apparently searching for the fly swatter or whatever. But they still have the poppers, and B decides that would be a good idea to pop one right in my ear. And like I said, I'm not like happy with them at all. Like, I don't really want to be hanging out with them. So when he does that, I actually almost like fully crash out. Like, I know everybody says that they're gonna crash out, but I actually did feel like I was about to like get in his face, and I was just really pissed off. And obviously, I didn't show it because I am really scared of losing friendships, because they're really the only two friends that I have as of right now. and my other friends I kind of distanced myself from. This is also kind of a problem, which I will go over in another video. But I almost distanced myself from them. And, yeah, I mean, my other friend felt bad for me, and we did eventually just hang out alone at his house, just me and him. And I could tell that he felt really bad just because he was like being really nice to me, like more than usual. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but he was just being, but I like we were playing Wii Sports. I could tell that he was purposely selling the game to make me happy, and it kind of annoyed me a little bit because I wanted, I was happy that I wasn't getting shocked anymore, and I was happy that he was apologizing, but I didn't want him to be like, I didn't want him to feel like he had to give me special treatment. It's like giving somebody pity. It's not. No, nobody really wants pity. At least not most people. I don't think. But yeah, and then I think I don't remember what it was, but like, oh yes, I remember it. I think I remember barely. They wanted to go to Great America because we usually do that almost every single week, and yeah, I think before I went there, we were on like a Discord call the night before, and we were just playing Minecraft, and I didn't really want to talk to them still. Like I said, I was trying to distance myself. And while we were on the call, I barely said anything, and they just start like just roasting me for no reason. Like it didn't even like it doesn't feel friendly anymore. It didn't feel friendly at that point. Like I already didn't want to be in a call with them, and now they're roasting me. Like I don't want to be, that guy that can't take a joke. But it's really painful when they've already done like so much to you to abuse you, and yeah, it's like I don't even know how to say it anymore. But they were just saying some nasty things, and I just wasn't having it at all. And honestly, it kind of made me into that kind of person that doesn't, say anything mean about his friends. Like there was a point where it's like, I was usually roasting them all the time. We were roasting each other, but now I just don't do it anymore. And it's normal for people for friends to roast each other. But for me, it felt personal. Maybe it was just a repetition because it was the same exact words every single time. And it was mostly just me. I don't really know if I'm in the wrong here or not, but I was really not happy with them. I did not want to see them the next day. But I did anyway. Drove to my other friend's house, and I mean, they could already tell that like I was done with them. I was done with like their BS. Like they even mentioned that I looked like I was done with their BS because, well, I grew out my beard and mustache a bit, and like my other friends like, yeah, you look like you're done with us. And honestly, I kind of was. Like I was very antisocial around them, but we did eventually. I did eventually start being more social around them. That was the same night has like the deep conversations. But yeah, that Great America trip didn't feel as fun as it should have been, just because of what happened that night, and just because of the way I felt like I was being treated in that group. But yeah, and then next week they wanted to plan another trip to Great America, but I had to do a 4th of July parade, like I'm in marching band, I'm a percussionist, and, I was supposed to do a parade July 4th, but I'm hearing that they want to, like, go to Great America sometime that weekend. And I'm like, well, I already have camp, I have band camp, and I have the parade, so it's like, I don't know how you expect me to do this. So I was really stressing out about that. I even made a note on Instagram saying, you know, life is a bitch, and I don't want to, like, for these kind of videos, I don't want to use profanity, just because I want it to be for everyone. My gaming videos, yeah, they're gonna have like a lot more mature language, I guess. But for these videos, I'm gonna try to keep it down more. But yeah, anyway, I where was I? Yeah. Okay. So, shoot. Yeah, I posted on Instagram, and I was honestly shocked to see that 3 people were asking if I was okay. One of them being B, and then the other one being one of my female friends that honestly I don't know if I want to be friends with her anymore. And then the other one was my cousin, who I kind of look up to as like a big brother. Like I've never really had a big brother. I've never really had a brother. The closest I had was my mom's friend's son. He's like in his 20s, and I do look up to him because he has a lot of experiences and he knows what to do and what not to do. So yeah, I usually see him as like a good sibling figure, I guess. But I spend more time with my cousin, and yeah, they're definitely more of a they have more of that like big brother mentality, I guess. But yeah, I'm just talking about B. Sorry, I'm talking with B. We're we're just talking about what's stressing me out. I never actually told him that I was stressing about him and my other friend. So I was I just made it. Well, it wasn't really an excuse because there was some other stuff going on. Like I was talking about my addiction, which I will also talk about in another video. But I was talking about that and just some money issues right now. Which I'll also go over in another video because, yeah, there's some money stuff going on right now that's kind of out of my control. But, yeah. So, and then we just started talking about college and that. Yeah. And I did, by the time we went to Great America, I apparently misunderstood what they were saying. Like, I thought they were saying they wanted to go to Great America, like, while I had band camp, like, in the morning. But apparently I just wanted to go, like, on a completely different day, and also after band camp. So I was kind of relieved about that. And this time B's girlfriend came over from, like, another country. And she was pretty cool, I'd say. And at that point, like right when B and his girlfriend got into the car, it was just me, my other friend B, and his girlfriend. I felt like the atmosphere was a lot better, like a lot more friendlier. I'm not sure why. but I just felt more connected to them than I ever had. Like, I was just able to, like, make jokes and stuff. I mean, they weren't funny, obviously, because nobody really laughed. But, yeah, I was able to connect with them a little bit more. And while we were at Great America, my friend buys me a shirt, like a limited time shirt, because it was supposed to be like the Eagle racing again, because it's 2026, 10 years later after it stopped. But yeah, he bought me one of those shirts, and he tells me and B that he's gonna give me more stuff because he feels like he owes me a lot, and he even says that I am the only one who really feels like a brother to him. And honestly, that definitely fixed the relationship, I'd say. It, you know, he apologized, and he's trying to make up for it, and, you know, he's doing what he can to pay me back for driving him everywhere. And, you know, I really appreciate that. I'm not the type of person that really cares about being paid back, but it is nice to know that he does care about that. Yeah, I mean, everything is good now. So, like, just, like, everything's good between them. Or between us. But, I think how I started on this topic was, you know, being a boring person and, like, not being a funny person. I do remember, I don't know if I'm remembering this wrong, but I feel like I do remember B saying something about, like, how I'm not really that funny. And that was kind of just confirmation that, like, or confirmation, whatever, that, like, I am just not that, you know, I'm not the type of person that can be funny, you know. Like, I want to be, I really do. It's just really hard for me to come up with stuff. Sometimes I feel like my brain is slower than the average human being. I mean, I was literally dropped on my head as a baby. Although I wasn't dropped, I tripped over like a stair step, and then my head went straight into a railing, and I have a permanent scar now. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. But yeah, yeah, even right now, it's like I can't really come up with anything to say. It's really difficult for me to do that. Like at a good, at like a decent pace, I guess. But yeah, it's like when I try to make some funny joke, I can't really do that, especially on the spot. I just don't have any ideas going through my head, and it does really suck a lot. And it's just, damn, these cavestones suck. I'm sorry, but yeah, it kind of goes into the relationship thing, because I know a lot of partners want, you know, somebody that's funny and entertaining, and I just feel like I can't really give that to them. And also, like I said, I have a whole lot of other insecurities too. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. I think this video is going on a lot longer than I wanted it to. I literally thought this video was only going to be like 9 to 10 minutes, but yeah, I just had to get some stuff off my chest. I know the beginning's pretty bad. Like, I just didn't know what to say at that time. But yeah, I do want to keep making these videos, and I do want to be able to talk about more. I just want to be more organized with these kind of videos. Just right now, I just had to get something off my chest. I didn't know what it was, which is why I didn't know what to say. But yeah, I'll get the Hello Neighbor out, or the Hello Neighbor video out soon. Probably tomorrow. Well, not out tomorrow, but like record it tomorrow, edit it a little bit, and post it. But yeah, can't really think of what else I was going to say. I kind of forgot. But, yeah, if you watch this video, thank you a lot. It means a lot to me if you watch it. Yeah, I'm hoping to make more videos like this soon. But thank you. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.